Check out how retired NBA stars blow their millions. So, let's start with Michael Jordan because he bought this fancy G550 private jet with a fully stocked bar, personal Wi-Fi, and an elephant print paint job that cost him 350 grand just to match his shoes. This way of flying will totally exhaust you. Jordan's gonna drop 61 million bucks just to buy his jet, and then it's gonna cost him another 3 mil a year just to fly it. Crazy, right? So, there's dude who dropped millions on drinking out his cars. He snapped some butterfly doors on his Hellcat and pimped out his rolls. Now he's rolling in a dough like Jordan. Yo, did you know that Kobe Hell built his own monster truck? And get this, he even chopped 2 Ferraris in half to make it fit. Crazy, right? We figured it out by adding 2 and 2. Dude, this guy got over 5 mil worth of custom cars in a sick garage to store them all. Jack's still being tough, but Dwayne Wade's killing it because he made the most expensive basketball kicks ever. These are the usual ways he leans on stuff to put his weight into it. Dude, these kicks are insane. They've covered in diamonds, sapphires, and real 18-karat gold. And get this, they worth a crazy $14 million. But like, don't get it all mixed up. When gamers go too hard, they usually end up losing everything. Man, Allen Iverson was straight up killing it back in the 90s, both on and off the court. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated on our daily videos. Yeah, he blew all his millions on buying Lamborghinis. Wow, Bentley's is out here flying private jets and even cop a 5 million mansion in the process. Dude, AI's life was like a freaking movie. But then he started blowing all his cash, and by early 2000, he was dropping 40k a night in the club, throwing down hundreds of thousands at the casino, and even hooking up his buddies with 6-figure cars. AI's life was like a movie, but then he started spending way too much. When I retired, he was already knee-deep in it. So basically, he was spending over 360k a month, which adds up to a whopping $4.3 million a year, and since he wasn't getting any money from the NBA, it was tough for him to cover his bills. So, he started getting into debt and even got sued by his jeweler for not paying over $850,000. So in 2012, AI ran out of resources and had to file for bankruptcy. Tough break. These dudes will blow all their cash trying to flex, but there are some NBA legends who don't spend a penny like LeBron. Dude, these guys are so ridiculous. So like, even though LeBron James makes $111 million a year and could totally be a billionaire, he's actually super frugal. He's not paying for Spotify. He makes the newbies foot the bill for the grub. Yeah, he brings his own food to NBA games, which is pretty impressive. Man, LeBron's a cheapskate, but I get it. He doesn't want to end up like Dennis Rodman, who got scammed for millions. Rami is known for dropping some serious cash on jewelry, a beach house worth $1 million, and transforming his body for hundreds of thousands. When you're living that kind of life, the last thing you want to do is manage your own money. That's way too much work, so Rodman hired someone else to handle his money in the mid-2000s. He picked his buddy Peggy Fulford to help him out, and at first, it looked like everything was gonna be cool. So like in 2012, Rodman noticed something weird. All the electricity, water, and stuff in his house was turned off. Peggy made sure Rodman's money was in the good hands so he could keep doing his thing and spending without any worries. He soon started getting letters in mail saying his bills weren't getting paid. So, Rodman found out something pretty concerning about snooping around. Dude, Rodman's own buddy was totally ripping him off for almost 1.2 mil and straighting up robbing him. So, Peggy got busted in 2018 for financial fraud and ended up being found guilty. She had to pay Rodman back and got slapped with a 10-year prison sentence. Top break, Peggy got caught. Dude, Neil Merriman got total screwed over, but what's even crazier is how Dwight Howard blown his cash on snakes. Like, he drops hundreds of thousands of dollars on them. Yo, check out my huge snake down here. Her name is super obvious. Dwight's got over 40 snakes, cause him super into them. Wow, that's a ton of slithering. So, I had to hire 2 people to take care of them all the time, and I even spent over 100 grand building them their own snake castles. It lets us enjoy the good stuff in life. Man, KD's living his life as a snake. He went and bought his own sport team with millions of dollars and run the whole thing himself. Right now, every legend has their own team. Did you know that LeBron James owns the Liverpool Football Club? So, check it out. KD did something pretty cool in 2022. He dropped over $1 million to buy himself a Major League Pickleball team. How dope is that? So, Giannis is the boss of Milwaukee Bucks and Stephen has an esport team, but KD is kinda unique because of this. Oh, I see, you're talking about pickleball. I know it's a weird name for a sport, but it's actually becoming super popular in the US. Man, Charles Barkley is really slipping. He's hooked on something that making him lose in mad cash. Chucks like to gamble. Barkley used to gamble by betting against his opponents during the NBA games. But like it's actually against the rules of the league to do that. So in the 1990, Barkley got into some trouble with the league and had to figure out a new way to gamble. To satisfy his itch, he decided to step up his game and head to Sin City, aka Las Vegas. This is where Charles totally lost it. So, apparently Chuck was blown over $20 million on his gambling addiction. Yo, after snugging his 4th NBA championship in 2022, Steph Curry was like, I gotta celebrate big time. So he went ahead and bought himself a sweet vacation crib. Oh man, that place in Winter Park, Florida was huge. It was like 4,200 square feet and cost a whooping $2.1 mil. Man, Steph Curry had it rough with his balling situation. So, we'd check out how all the legends spend their millions, but it's time to level up and talk about how Michael Jordan spent his billions. He's on the team and he plays. So after leaving the NBA, MJ got the itch to spend big bucks and went all out. He dropped $15 million on his own golf course, $25 million on NASCAR team, and even splurged on not one but two fancy yachts for a whopping $88 million. Before he retired, Jordan didn't really splurge too much. He just got few cars and sweet mansion, which is too wild for a guy like MJ. But yo, in 2010, Jordan dropped his biggest investment yet. He cupped the Charlotte Hornets for $175 million. Dude, did you know that MJ is now a billionaire? He bought his own NBA team, which is pretty cool. He's the first athlete to ever do that, and also he's the first player in NBA history to do so. Yo, we gotta talk about one more superstar, Kobe Bryant. The way he spent his millions was worth way more than just cash. So like in 2007, Kobe and Vanessa Bryant started the Kobe Vanessa Bryant Family Foundation to help people who need it, and they totally did that. Kobe was all about helping others, and he showed it in many ways. He opened a spot for homeless kids, gave $1 million to support veterans, and even granted the most wishes ever in the NBA 200. Yo, even though we lost a legend in 2020, Kobe's mission to help people will live on forever because his wife Vanessa renamed their charity to the Mamba and Mambasita Foundation in memory of him and Gigi. This will make sure that Kobe's goal of helping people lives on forever. That's it for today. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We post videos every week, so stay notified. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the following video.